The views and opinions expressed on this podcast are those of the host and the guests, and do not necessarily reflect the views of any affiliated individuals, organizations, or sponsors. The content is provided for entertainment and informational purposes only, and should not be taken as professional advice. While we strive for accuracy, we make no representation or warranties about the completeness, reliability, or accuracy of the information discussed. Listeners are encouraged to verify facts and form their own opinions. The host and producers are not responsible for any errors, omissions, or outcomes related to the use of this content. By listening
to get today's show running properly, happy birthday to NC Beeno, man. Young Hefe. Talk to him.
Would've thought I took a judo by the way I kick. Would've thought I was a chemist by the way I mix. And if it beef, I swear to God, can't do no fucking diss. When I parked out, they drop their mouth when them folks saw the pit. Don't come and talk and asking what the price is. Just know them diamond hitting and them bitches really real. They bumping temperature from the city back to Lutherville. I already ate today, but I still want a meal. And that's just how I went infinity lean. Why the road go? 2 or 3 is out and stuck up in a pre-roll. Why they still hate? I don't really know. Probably pissed off at me cause
yeah. Yes, sir. New NC Beeno, man. Temp check 2. Y'all go check that out. Is that all we got for today? Is that all the latest music? That one was called Infinity Link. I think we ready to get this thing started all the way. I appreciate y'all patience, man. I appreciate y'all for coming in weekly and rocking with your boy. So I guess we about ready to go ahead and start this thing on up, man. We live on Facebook, Instagram, Mixler app, and Twitch. Welcome everybody to the DozhaToldya Podcast 166, you dig? The DozhaToldya Podcast 166. We live on all platforms. Make sure you follow us, DozhaToldya, on Instagram, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and DozhaToldya Radio on the Mixler app, where you can hear the audio show. Yeah, we do a whole audio show, man. Play music, new music that just came out from Wale, Summer Walker, Kodak Black dropped a new one. So we're gonna talk about new music. Got a full packed show for y'all today. So I'm just gonna get right on to it because we ain't got no time to waste. Let's start off with I got like 3 intro videos for y'all today. So let's get into it, man. Your boy DozhaToldya, let's do it.
Black person in this country to get $1 million check and 100 acres of land. I love every black person in this country to get $1 million check and 100 acres of land. Absolutely. Are they owed that amount? 100%, if not more. Black people who would get that, it would bankrupt the whole country.
For the people that built the country to make you that fuck money, all of a sudden now you worried about being bankrupt when you spend trillions of dollars on defense, trillions of dollars on unnecessary, trillions of dollars to send black men, especially to jail, trillions of dollars to drug the fuck up our whole country, trillions of dollars to fuck the food up, to fuck air up, to fuck the water up, trillions of dollars to make people sicker and sicker and sicker and sicker in this country, but you mad? We don't have the money because plain and motherfucking simple, you do not like black people. It is very obvious. For hundreds of years, we've been the most hated. Within that hatred comes the hypocrisy of loving our culture. You've made trillions off of our motherfucking culture. White musicians, all of them, have made money off of black fucking culture. All of rock, all of jazz, all the shit we created from the oppression, which is in itself. The oppression and the fucking abuse and the rape and the putting down of us, we create blues, jazz, rock and roll, reggae, ska. We invent all of that shit. And to top it off, we invent all the mod that you all use. From the video game cartridge, Henry Lawson. We got the pacemaker, Otis Boynton. We have the late Dr. Bath, who created the laser eye surgery. We have Dr. Gladys, who's still alive, who's almost 80 years old, who created GPS. We have the guy who created the algorithm for Instagram, who's a 21-year-old Ghanaian kid. We've done all this. Then the internet was discovered by a Nigerian guy in the 80s. Like, we've done all of this innovation, even though we've been shit on and continue to be shit on every motherfucking day, right? Because nobody wants us to live anywhere. Nobody wants us to have this unless we're playing sports for them athletically or sexually satisfying.
Then what you do, then you say, I want to also rebuild my own communities. Go back and rebuild your own communities. Rebuild your own, and in those communities, do what you had before the 1960s. Rebuild, you put your own businesses in there. So and right now, we do not have not one single community in America. All we got are black neighborhoods, and everybody else got communities. You cannot, Rock, be a competitive group with neighborhoods. You got to have communities. And every group coming to America, the first thing they do in the West Coast, the Japanese, Asian, Arabs, anybody, they say, first thing we're going to do is build communities. We're going to find somebody that look like us, build us a community. So you got Arab towns, Korea towns, China towns, Japan towns, little Saigons, you got little Havanas, little Hialeahs, you got little Italy, you got Greek towns, Pole town, Hockey town, any kind, but you never find a black town because we are integrated. And integration means you scattered and lost your power and your resources. And you cannot run a business with scattered resources. It can't be done. So you build your own communities, and a community is where you store your value, your culture, your history, your tax base, your jobs, and your employment opportunities. You store them in your own communities. That's why 98% of all these other groups, they have their own communities, spend their money with their own people. We got it backwards. We go to other people's community, we go to other people's jobs to help them. And only 2% of the blacks in America work in their own community, in their own neighborhoods for their own people and got jobs. And so you got to build these communities, then you start practicing group economics and group politics. You pull out all the parties, build your own black independent parties, move away from the Republican Party, pull out the Democratic Party, because neither one of them have your interests at heart, and create your own parties, but don't run any candidates. So we will vote for any candidate in the National Black Independent Party who would promise the most and deliver resources to black folk to correct this structural inequity we're into. And I go through politics, show you how to play the politics. Keep your money with your own people, hire your own people, practice group economics from the bottom to the top.
You know, man, so if we were to go back 50 or 60 years and look at how mainstream media portrayed the emergence of Martin Luther King. They sanitized him as best they could and turned him into the dreamer. You have given some voice to that perhaps, that there should have been a much greater focus on economic interest.
That's right.
Than there was in social and integration. And if you look at, though, as to how he became sort of he emerged as a darling of the media, the dreamer, if you will. And you look at the same time, someone who was attempting to do what you're talking about then, you look at Elijah Muhammad, and you look at how he was vilified as a lunatic when if we play make-believe here just for a moment, if you talk about the policies, the strategy of Elijah Muhammad to say do for yourself and build your own communities. And if we had now 50 or 60 years of that versus this piece, the integration piece, which is so diluted, man, it's just difficult not to look back at it and say, what if?
Yes, you should say that throughout history. The question would be not only with that, the question would be, what would America look like right now if you never had blacks in here as slaves? What would America look like today if you didn't have them to build the roads, pick the cotton, to build? They were the people they were the engines that drove the economic development of this country. Yeah. What would this country look like if blacks? They never could have done it. There's no way this country could have ever been built without the black slaves doing it for them. And so,
and so, just on that point right there, on that point right there, if one is to say that that's a valid point,
it is absolute valid point. What would the American landscape, the American economy, what would it all look like if it wasn't for slavery? Shout out to them brothers. It was a bit long of a clip, so I had to shorten it. But shout out to Dr. Claude Anderson. Good brother. All right, one more intro, y'all. One more intro. Let's see what this young lady.
I just will recreate it. My video was muted, but I just will recreate it. This is a list of things we use today that was created to disenfranchise black people. Starting out strong with insurance. Black people is actually the very first capital to be insured in this country. Next, we can talk about to-go plates. Back when it was no longer legal for for white people to say they don't want black people in their establishments, it was like, all right, we give them some plates and they can get the fuck on. Next is credit scores. Because before black people attempted to get credit in such a large amount, it was just open, willy-nilly, so much so that there was a fucking stock crash. Credit scores were created to make it hard for black people to secure a home loan. And back in the day, they actually came with a requirement of a reference, which leads us into our next thing. References. References was created back when vagrancy laws prohibited black people from being unemployed and made them sign labor contracts. In order to have a labor contract and be employed by a white planter, you had to have references from your last, basically owner. Mind you, these were free people, but free was used extremely loosely. Next is invoices. Treadmills. Now, the treadmill was used as a punishment for slaves, and it was actually a machine. They called it the everlasting staircase or something like that. And it was like it churned. I think it was like corn and cotton. Like it processed corn and cotton. But if you look it up, it's basically a large, almost like Stairmaster, if you will. But that's where the treadmill derived from. Next, college tuitions.
Count Money D, what up?
Next is bar exams and exams alike. Before, you could actually enter any profession if you just went to college and you consider yourself a lawyer. But once black people started doing it, they had to put some type of other requirement to make it harder for us to get in there. Next is butter pecan ice cream.
Butter pecan.
Picnics. A lot of people don't know, but picnics actually took place on Sundays for a reason. A lot of these picnics took place outside of a black church or near a black church. And it wasn't like they would lynch one black person. They would actually kidnap people throughout the week, send their postcards throughout the week, and people would come from out of town to watch people be lynched en masse. Sometimes up to 12 people would be lynched at once. Next is master bedrooms. And lastly, paramedics. The only reason we have a system that we know today to be paramedics is because black people had no way to get to the hospital and no hospital to get to because it was prohibited. Hospitals was only used for white people. And there was no ambulance, right? So paramedics, the very first paramedics in the country were black.
Hello. Welcome to the DozhaToldya Podcast. 166. I am Dame Doja. This is the DozhaToldya Podcast, brought to you by It's Not a Game Apparel. It's Not a Game Apparel, man. Shout out Puttavelli out there in Nebraska. I need some more stuff. Shout out to DJ Big Cho. Check out the interview on the Word Internet podcast that we had with DJ Big Cho. Also, shout out to DJ Kyle Money D. Still hits different when you listen to. Yeah. It's like we started everything. We invented damn near half the stuff in the that the country used, and then they find new ways to shit on us all the time. All right, man. Let me see about getting this computer running. Conway the Machine. I always get excited for Conway the Machine's music. I don't know. I'm seeing that my podcast is kind of glitchy a little bit. Y'all let me know now. Y'all let me know because I'll shut some of this shit down right now. But anyway, Finesse 2 times and Jermaine Dupri got a new one called Money and Peace. Lil Baby been dropping some snippets, this song actually, called The Other Boy. Wale's new album, Everything Is a Lot, is everything that we've been missing when it comes to good rap music. But a lot of folks don't really fuck with Wale for whatever reason. I'm saying, I've had several conversations whether or not Wale is overrated, underrated. You be the judge, but either way it goes, you might need to check this one out, man. Everything is a lot, man, and that's what we want. We want everything from everybody. Anyway, shout out to Wale, man. I really enjoyed this album. I haven't got through the whole thing just yet, but I will be checking it out all throughout the week. I like that Power and Problems to be specific. Shout out to Flipper T. She got a new song called Lamar Jackson. Janae Aiko got a song called Break, and we know that she just kind of broke up with Big Sean, so thoughts and prayers with her, and congratulations on a new song. Tim's dropped a new album. It's called Love is a Kingdom, And man, Tim's can do no wrong in my book, man. She really, really hit the ball, got the part with this. Yeah. Twitch is doing Twitch type things. I had to refresh myself. I'm watching it right here, but bear with me, man. I appreciate it. It do get kind of glitchy on Twitch, so I'm gonna do what I can to not try to overload us. But let me just keep this thing going. Again, Tim's with the brand new album called Love is a Kingdom. She got a new song on there called Big Daddy, and it's very, very pleasant to listen to, but then it's still kind of funny because, you know, you can't really sing the song, you know, like it's called Big Daddy. But anyway, I fuck with Tim's, man, and I like the Mind. Actually, the whole album, she got like the best voice with beats that'll keep you moving. This is a great album that you can listen to throughout your day and while you're driving, and that you can get, you know, you can dance to at night. So shout out to Love is a Kingdom by Tim's, man. Y'all go check that one out. Anyway, okay, so next up, we also played some Kehlani. She got a new record called Out of the Window. Mario got a new record called Mood Swings, man. Y'all check that out. Mood Swings, man. Mario can do no wrong when it comes to making music. He just don't be on the scene as much. But we will be checking this one out. We checked out the record called Mine and Mood. It got a good vibe. It got a good vibe. So this is what we're gonna do. Oh no, Moan was the record that we checked out. I'm all over the place, man. Y'all gotta forgive me. I'm completely all over the place. And I'm gonna get it together. So before I get it together completely, we got a couple of topics that we have to talk about, but I'm gonna go ahead and play a clip real quick.
It's a full force song. If you, what you think K-pop is? The Backstreet Boys, one of their biggest hits is all My Love Is All I. What you think K-pop is? The Backstreet Boys, one of their biggest hits is all My Love Is All I Have to Give. You know who wrote it? It's a full force song. If you ever listen to Full Force Essentials on Apple Music, you can tell that's a full force ballad. Y'all love embracing Bruno Mars, but when it's time for Asian Pacific Islander Month, Bruno Mars is the face of it on Amazon Prime. Y'all love letting people cosplay like 1970s soul singers who ain't us. You love it when somebody comes over and they got swag and they singing like us and You let Sam Smith sing Stay With Me like he doesn't sound like he's got Tank in his throat. Pause. Little Richard told you, I took the Beatles on the road with me. I took the Rolling Stones on the road with me. I'm the architect of this. And y'all called him gay and crazy, but he was right. Y'all let him call Michael Jackson everything but a child of God. Y'all grind up R. Kelly, but y'all let Elvis mess around with 14-year-old Priscilla. And you let Jerry Lee Lewis mess around with his 13-year-old cousin. You're selective in your outrage, and you're not that selective in your gatekeeping. What you think K-pop is? The Backstreet Boys, one of their biggest hits is all My Love Is All I Have to Give. You know who wrote it? It's a full force song. If you ever listen to Full Force Essentials on Apple Music, you can tell that's a full force ballad. Y'all love embracing Bruno Mars, but when it's time for Asian Pacific Islander Month, Bruno Mars is the face of it on Amazon Prime. Y'all love letting people cosplay like 1970s soul singers who ain't us. You love it when somebody comes over and they got swag.
Goddamn right, we love it. And I can't wait to check out some K-pop artists myself, man.
First and foremost, and then leverage your culture to build infrastructure that grows, that generates wealth. But we're all taught to be territorial of things that don't necessarily matter in the grand scheme of things. I would say we are not the United States of America. We are the divided states of America, and it's on purpose. You saying? So you literally have the East Coast versus the West Coast.
Right.
And then you got one region versus another region.
Right.
Then you got one side of town versus another side of town.
Yeah.
Then you got one street versus another street. One block versus another block.
It sounds familiar.
Right. It's all split up. So if everybody has this territorial kind of loyalty to geographical locations. And again, it sounds deep, but it's just how I practice. I love sports, but I don't participate in the competitive energy of sports. I watch it for the entertainment. So I don't care if Golden State score, I don't care if Minnesota score. I'm entertained by them all Because if you can get all the black people of New Orleans to hate all the black people of Atlanta because of the Saints and the Falcons, how are we ever going to come together and say, matter of fact, why don't all y'all move to Atlanta and then let's vote some people in and build up some shit that we can have ourselves. And I think the sacrifice that it takes to do those things, a lot of black people aren't willing to do. And we talk a good game about progress, but again, we're not really ready to stand on business like that.
So the key to getting free is politics. When folks talk about not voting and then some folks, bro, I can't believe how glitchy Twitch is, man, right now. But when folks talk about, not voting, not being involved in politics, we'll never have a pathway to reparations. We'll never have a pathway to true financial freedom as a community, as a culture, without being involved in politics. So, again, y'all bear with me, man. I know it's real glitchy show. Yeah, if it is coming up like that, I feel like the YouTube version may be a little better.
There are many.
I'm about to figure out another way of broadcasting on so many platforms. I will figure it out pretty soon. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this music, man. Let's get into this music conversation. RocNation has a distro service, and it's shaking some folks up. A lot of folks were talking throughout the week about this RocNation distro service. So let's talk about it. RocNation has officially launched its own distribution platform. 85% royalty payouts paid monthly. It distributes to over 200 platforms, a central dashboard for socials, streaming, and audience data. So what does this mean? What does this mean? Right? All right, so a lot of people are in an uproar. People like Russ had a few things to say about this. Oh, I can't do that. Can't even play that. But Russ had a few things to say about this RocNation distribution service. A lot of folks said that it's already been known that RocNation was doing distro. So Russ said a $50 annual fee versus a 15% of your entire catalog's revenue are not remotely comparable. One is a fixed cost, the other is a tax on your entire career. Free to upload is okie dokie. Fixed fees protect artists, percentage drain artists. If you even make $1,000 a year, 15% will be $150. You already paid damn near 3 times the cost of any flat fee distributor. That is a very, very key point to factor in. That 15%, even though it took you nothing to upload, that 15% can be way more than $50 a year. And usually DistroKid and a couple of other distro services, they provide the service for $50 a year, right? So folks been coming at Russ head, man. Folks say that Russ is wrong. Russ be shitting on independent artists and everybody, all this hoopla, you know what I'm saying, about whether or not RocNation, Jay-Z, Tidal is taking advantage of the independent artists. So I have my own opinion about this situation, and I think that it's really upon the individual, right? A lot of people aren't making any money off their streams, you know what I'm saying, let alone making enough that 15% being given to RocNation is going to really matter to them, right? If you're making more than, let's see, you have to make more than $300 from your royalty. So if you made $1,000, that you had to give up $150. I mean, nothing plus nothing equals nothing, right? So you don't have to spend any money to try out this music that a lot of people ain't gonna stream. And a lot of another important thing I want to talk about for independent artists, right, is the title contest. Tidal is doing a contest giving away $100,000. It's called the Headliner Contest, right? So Tidal also has an upload. Yep, I'm all over the place once again. Tidal also has an upload contest alert for all exceptional indie artists. We're giving away $1 million. Introducing our upload Headliners contest. 10 artists will get $100K each. Prizes paid via the official Tidal Cash App account. To enter, share your music using our new feature, Tidal Upload, before the end of the year for a chance to win. So a lot of folks don't even have Tidal, right? A lot of artists, a lot of DJs, they don't even have Tidal. And Tidal actually is one of the platforms that pays way more than Spotify, way more than Apple Music, way more than YouTube. But it does cost probably like $4 more, $3 more. But if you're a DJ, then you know, this is old news. You already know about Tidal and Serato. It works with Tidal, and we all love the platform and the interface. You know what I'm saying? It allows me to figure out who popping in music. You know, I love the playlist. I love making my own playlist on Tidal. And plus, originally, it was Jay-Z's streaming service. So, you know, a lot of folks is mad at Jay. Either way, they're going to be mad at Jay. Either RocNation giving out distribution got people mad at Jay-Z, or Tidal got people mad at Jay-Z. And he ain't even with RocNation, with Tidal no more. Anyway, there are pros and cons to both of these contests and both of these streaming services, right? A lot of folks are in an uproar because the RocNation thing, they're sharing data and information about the music that gets uploaded on their that they distribute with AI services. And so people are saying that it's not worth it to have a company train AI to one day replace you and then take a free 15% for doing nothing but uploading the record. I mean, the music to distribution services. It's basically like they just pressing the button. And once they already have their whole platform like in order. So what did y'all expect? What did y'all expect? Let me see if I could pull up somebody talking shit about this topic, and then I could just move on. Because I am dragging. I apologize, y'all, for dragging. My boy Kill has said a bunch of stuff about it. Making it mag. Oh, making it for indies. Okay. Let me follow on back, too.
We help independent artists, and we help industry professionals.
Hold on. Okay,
Russ is wrong about the RocNation distribution deal. Russ out here killing y'all independent artists. He's killing y'all careers by telling y'all the truth. So yeah, RocNation is taking 15% of your money to use their distribution platform for free. That is actually a terrible deal. And Russ is 100% correct in 10% of the cases. So being 100% correct 10% of the time is being wrong. Let's compare it to, let's say, TuneCore DistroKid. Let's say they have a few different options, plans. Your middle of the road plan is $50. Now, in order for RocNation to take more than $50 based on your 50%, that means that you have to earn at least $335 for the year. If you're earning $335 a year off your streaming, then yes, it's a terrible deal for you. And to add another layer of context to that, with Spotify paying out about 0.4 cent per stream, that means that you have to generate at least 83,000 streams for the year. If you're not generating 83,000 streams a year, then guess what? RocNation distribution taking 15% is a good deal for you. And the fact that 85% of the songs up on Spotify have less than 1,000 streams, more than likely, you might want to try it out. Now, I'm not on here to cape for RocNation distribution. I'm here to cape for independent artists. Like, you can't just take information you hear offline and try to apply it to your life without first applying it to your situation. Everything that Russ said is valid, but it's valid for particular types of artists. It's valid for artists in particular situations. You have to look at the situation that you're in and see if it applies to you. That is the thing that I see kill artists all the time. Artists are always on here taking advice that is meant for someone else. That is the importance of having a manager or a consultant or someone who's in your corner, who understands the business, who knows more than you do, and actually understands and knows your situation and can speak specifically to what might be best for you, not this general discourse of online content. Don't get burned. Watch this full video and find out why Russ is wrong about the RocNation distribution deal.
So Russ actually replied in the comments, and also I got a couple of other people that replied. Russ said, giving up 15% of your catalog forever when numerous companies will do the same service for $50 is actually insane. Annually, it's insane. The distro is not offering any marketing, etc., which none of them are. It's a pipeline to get your songs speeds, LOL. Yeah, give up 15% because you think you're going to get access to services that were never told you get. Reterms. Go ask Loyal. If you don't believe me, best luck. And my boy Javon says, I clearly didn't understand math structure. Successful multi-platinum artist gave away for game. Means I have no credibility, and it's telling you someone who actually is living from this in real time is wrong. So what do y'all think, man? It's gonna take a chance of doing your distro with the same distro kids, TuneCores, Symphonics, and others, or are you going to go with some of these free platforms, RocNation, or try to upload your music to Tidal or Untitled? You know what I'm saying? They got a whole app called Untitled. A lot of folks don't realize that the Tidal really copied Untitled, and it was really just meant for people to share their music unofficially, not really being on streaming services. But I'm just gonna move on. I'll let y'all, argue amongst this, amongst yourselves. For the artists out there, folks don't want to talk about that much music anyway. We want to talk about the juicy topics, man. 6ix9ine, man. 6ix9ine house was robbed, and that shit was some lame ass shit. So let's talk about it. What 6ix9ine been up to, man? Since he, snitched on his old gang and made some terrible music and fell off, and then he pretty much came back on the scene when when Thug got out of jail and Thug made. I ain't gonna say it. I ain't gonna say that. But that's when Tekashi 6ix9ine came back out. He came back out when Thug got out. Anyway, he's been running around on different streaming platforms. He can't really leave the house. He was on house arrest, but I guess he went to go sit down with Aiden Ross on Aiden Ross's stream, and some burglars had broken into the man's home, man. While his mama was there, man. Dirty, rotten dogs. So yeah, man, bullshit. I got a couple of things that I'm gonna say to 6ix9ine, but first let's check out the footage. Now this dog just walking around. 6ix9ine little pussy ass pit bull ain't stopping the damn thing. The dog just walking around with the folks. Look at this shit. The dog ain't stopping the damn thing. And so that's, oh yeah, they sitting there with his mom. I ain't gonna make no jokes because that shit ain't funny. But these folks ransacking 6ix9ine house. He got the little English pit bull that ain't gonna save a damn thing. You need some Rottweilers, 6ix9ine. You need some pit bulls. Not no English bulldog. Them dogs look good, but they ain't gonna stop a damn thing from coming in your home. The dog wasn't even barking at nobody. Anyway, them some lame ass niggas, man. Go up in 6ix9ine house like that. But 6ix9ine has done a lot of lame things. So I guess what goes around comes around. Here is 6ix9ine replying to the lameness of the burglars breaking into his home.
What's up? So I want to make this video to clear up all the fake news and rumors. So the world knows this. It's a fact. I'm on house arrest. I've been on house arrest. I think everyone in America and everyone across the world knows that I'm on house arrest. Yesterday, they allowed me to leave for work. People, I guess, saw that I was on live stream with Jack Doherty. They took that opportunity to fucking do some pussy shit. Like I said, it's me, so I get it. The rules are different for me. But if it was fucking your favorite artist, your favorite actor, and that was done, they don't get no cool points for that. My mom is 60 years old. Y'all know I'm supposed to come home. Y'all know I'm home all the time. I'm on house arrest. So y'all take the opportunity that I'm not home. Y'all see me on live stream with Jack Doherty in Miami, and y'all do that. That's pussy shit. That's whack. Get no cool points for that. I don't think nobody respects that shit. But like I said, what's up? So I want to make this video to clear up all the fake news and rumors.
All right, so I didn't really like the way he replied. And I'm going to tell this to not 6ix9ine, but to Daniel. Daniel, get out of the game. Leave these Negroes alone. Leave their culture alone. Go make some reggaeton. Go hang out with some Mexicans. Go hang out with some Puerto Ricans. And I ain't saying that you can't hang out with blacks, but because I don't even think nobody black broke into your home. I think it was probably some wannabes that want to be a part of the culture that probably don't like you. But anyway, 6ix9ine, just leave the game alone, man. Don't try to rap. Don't release no music videos. Don't speak on hip hop. Don't speak on black women. Like, stay away from black people. You know what I'm saying? You've done enough damage. They've done enough damage to you. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure that you would like to have a regular life. Raise your family. What they did, you know what I'm saying, by holding your mom, gunpoint, was lame as fuck. I cannot condone that. But yeah, they broke in on it in his mom's home. But again, I just want 6ix9ine to just leave black folks alone. You know what I'm saying? Don't antagonize. Don't be talking no shit. Because then when they come get you or they come do shit to you, then you feel like, like you being picked on. No, 6ix9ine. You brought a lot of this shit upon yourself. And again, leave them folks the fuck alone. And then for any self-respecting man to run up in somebody's house or run up and on somebody when they with their mom, we used to have like rules, not necessarily rules, but respect. They need to bring respect. They need to make respect great again. Cause I'm telling you, man, like moms was off limits. You know what I'm saying? When you talking, when you ranking, when you talking shit, especially dead moms. Like, but you can't rob nobody when they with their mama, man. You can't be breaking into, you know what I'm saying, running into nobody's parents' house, man. Like, so whatever happens to y'all need to be happening to y'all. Like, even if 6ix9ine don't do it, you know what I'm saying? Karma is a motherfucker. But anyway, they say he got rough with his mama? Hell no. Nah. Folks lame, bro. And 6ix9ine, you gotta have better security, my boy. You gotta have better security. There's a lot of lame shit that be going on in this society, though. Yeah, I ain't gonna front. 6ix9ine is a piece of shit, but nobody deserves. Nobody mama deserves this type of bullshit. And to the burglars that did that shit, karma's coming. Karma's coming. You're gonna get yours, B. Best believe you're gonna get yours. But yeah, 6ix9ine, leave them niggas alone, man. Don't antagonize nobody. Don't be like, oh, they waited till I was gone. No. You know what I'm saying? Just go be happy somewhere.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Dame Dozha. If you're looking to get your interview done or be a guest host on our podcast, hit us up at DozhaToldya.COM. Bump what you heard. Remember who told you? It's Dozha Told You.